You'd think being tossed in a dumpster would be the worst part of my week. But no, the true humiliation started long before that, when she strutted out of the store with that shiny automatic windproof imposter dangling from her wrist. I watched from the hallway closet, my fabric still damp from our last adventure, as she twirled her new upgrade like it was some kind of trophy. The nerve! Let me introduce myself. I'm the blue umbrella with the slightly bent spoke and the faded polka dots. Not the prettiest, but I've seen more storms than any of those fancy imports. I've shielded her from sideways rain, sleet, and even that one time a pigeon mistook me for a landing pad. I've heard her secrets, muffled by the patter of rain on my canopy. I've been there for first dates, breakups, and the day she got the call about her new job. I was her shield, her confidant, her silent witness. And now? Now, I'm lying on a bed of banana peels and coffee grounds, surrounded by the ghosts of other outdated things. There's a cracked mug who won't stop reminiscing about the office break room, a pair of headphones tangled beyond hope, and a sock who's convinced his partner ran off with a dryer sheet. The dumpster is a strange place, full of stories, regrets, and the occasional raccoon. I try not to let it get to me. I mean, who needs her anyway? Let her parade around with her new umbrella. Let her find out the hard way that windproof is just marketing. But the truth is, I can't stop worrying. She's always been careless with her things, and that new umbrella looks flimsy. I imagine her caught in a sudden downpour, the wind howling, her precious upgrade flipping inside out while she stands there, soaked and miserable. Serves her right, I think. But then I remember the way she used to grip my handle tight when she was nervous, and I feel something. Regret? Jealousy? Maybe both. The other objects in the dumpster have their own opinions. The mug says I should move on. People break things. That's life. The headphones just want to be untangled, and the sock is still holding out hope for a reunion. But me, I'm not ready to give up. Not yet. Tonight, the rain starts again. I can hear it drumming on the dumpster lid, a familiar rhythm that makes my fabric itch to open. I imagine her out there, struggling with her new umbrella, wishing she had her old, reliable blue one. Maybe, just maybe, she'll come looking for me. But what if she doesn't? What if I'm just another forgotten thing, left to rot with the rest? The thought gnaws at me, twisting my ribs and making my handle ache. I want to believe I mattered, that I was more than just a tool, that I was needed. The rain gets heavier. The dumpster starts to leak. I feel the cold seeping into my seams, and for the first time, I wonder if this is really the end. But then I hear footsteps, hesitant, searching. The lid creaks open, and a shaft of light cuts through the darkness. Could it be? Is she really here for me? Or is this just another cruel trick of the storm? The light is blinding after so many hours in the dark. I squint, well, as much as a battered umbrella can squint, and try to make out the shape above me. It's her. I'd know those rain boots anywhere, the ones with the faded sunflowers and the little crack near the toe. She's soaked, hair plastered to her cheeks, mascara running. In her hand, the so-called windproof umbrella, now a mangled skeleton of metal and nylon, dangling uselessly from her wrist. She's muttering to herself, voice sharp with frustration. Why did I ever throw it out? Stupid! Stupid! She's digging through the trash, hands trembling, ignoring the rain and the smell, and the fact that her phone is probably ruined by now. I want to laugh, but all I can do is hope she'll see me. A banana peel slides off my canopy as she lifts me from the heap. For a second, she just stares, like she can't believe I'm real. Then she hugs me, actually hugs me, right there in the alley, not caring who sees. I feel her warmth through my fabric, and for a moment, I forget the cold, the damp, the humiliation. I'm wanted again. She fumbles with my latch, and I spring open, a little stiff, but still strong. The rain pounds down, but I hold steady. sheltering her as I always have. She laughs, a sound that's half relief, half apology. "You're still the best," she whispers, and I want to shout, "I told you so!" But I settle for keeping her dry. We walk home together, her arm tight around my handle. She talks to me, really talks, like she used to when she was lonely or scared. She tells me about her awful day, about the promotion she didn't get, about how nothing feels right anymore. I listen, the way only an umbrella can, catching her tears along with the rain. But something's changed. I'm not just her shield now, I'm her reminder of mistakes, of second chances, of the things we throw away too soon. I feel proud, but also a little sad. I know I won't last forever. My fabric is thinning, my spokes creak, and one day she'll have to let me go for good. But tonight, I'm her hero again. The rain lets up as we reach her door. She shakes me out, careful this time, and sets me by the heater to dry. I watch her make tea, change into dry clothes, and curl up on the couch. She glances at me, smiles, and for the first time in a long while, I feel at home. Maybe tomorrow she'll forget. Maybe she'll buy another umbrella, newer, shinier, with promises it can't keep. But for now, I'm enough. I'm more than enough. And as the last drops of rain slide down my canopy, I realize something. Even the most ordinary things can be extraordinary, if only for a moment. The next morning, sunlight slices through the blinds, painting stripes across the living room. I'm still a little damp, but I stand tall by the door, proud and, dare I say it, almost gleaming. She's humming in the kitchen, making coffee, her mood lighter than it's been in weeks. I catch a glimpse of her phone screen, a message from her mom, a meme from her best friend, a weather alert. Rain again, tonight. She glances at me, then at the battered, wind-proof umbrella she's left by the trash. For a moment, I feel a pang of jealousy. What if she gives it another chance? What if she forgets how I saved her? How I never once flipped inside out, no matter how hard the wind screamed? But she picks me up, twirls me in her hand, and grins. "Let's see if you've still got it, old friend." My ribs creak in protest, but I'm ready. I was made for this. We step outside together. The city is waking up. Cars honking, dogs barking, the neighbor's kid already late for the bus. I feel the first drops of rain, cool and sharp, and I open wide, sheltering her as we walk down the block. She's talking to me again, telling me about her plans, her worries, her dreams. I listen, as always, catching every word, every sigh. But then, something strange happens. At the corner, a little boy is crying, his own umbrella snapped in two by the wind. His mother is frantic, trying to shield him with her coat. My owner hesitates, glancing down at me, then at the boy. I know what she's thinking. I know what she's about to do. She kneels down, offers me to the boy with a gentle smile. "Here, take this. He's a little old, but he's the bravest umbrella I know." The boy's eyes light up as he takes my handle, his tears mixing with the rain. I feel a surge of pride, but also a twist of fear. Am I being given away? Is this the end of my story with her? She stands, brushes a wet strand of hair from her face, and waves goodbye. "Take care of him," she calls, and the boy nods, clutching me tight. As they walk away, I look back at her one last time. She's smiling, even as the rain soaks her through. I realize then, sometimes, being a hero means letting go. Sometimes, the greatest adventure is the one you never expected. The boy's laughter rings out as we dash through puddles, and for the first time, I feel something new. Hope. Maybe I'll be his shield now, his confidant, his silent witness to all the storms and sunshine ahead. And as the rain falls harder, I open wide, ready for whatever comes next. The boy's hand is smaller, but his grip is fierce, like he knows I'm more than just a piece of fabric and metal. We race down the sidewalk, dodging puddles, his laughter echoing off the brick walls. For a moment, I forget all about closets and dumpsters, and even my old owner's sunflower boots. I'm alive again, in the middle of the storm, doing what I was made to do. He talks to me, too. Kids always do. He tells me about his dog, about the monster under his bed, about how he wishes his dad would come home sooner from work. I listen, catching his secrets in the folds of my canopy, holding them safe from the rain. At the code playground, the storm finally lets up. The boy's mother thanks me. Well, not me, but you know what I mean, and promises to take good care of me. She shakes me out, careful not to bend my tired ribs, and sets me on the radiator to dry. I watch the boy press his nose to the window, waiting for the clouds to break, dreaming of sunshine and soccer games. Days pass. Sometimes I'm forgotten in the hallway. Sometimes I am dragged along on new adventures. I see the world from a lower angle now. Schoolyards, muddy boots, a backpack that smells like peanut butter and crayons. I'm not as shiny as I once was, but I'm still here, still useful, still loved. And every so often, when the rain is especially heavy, I think of my first owner. I hope she's found another umbrella, maybe one that's not so stubborn, not so jealous, but just as loyal. Maybe she'll remember me when she sees a flash of blue in a crowd, or when the wind howls and she needs something to hold on to. But I don't dwell on the past. I've learned something, lying in the trash and being rescued, passed from hand to hand. We all get a little battered by life. We all end up somewhere we didn't expect. But sometimes, that's exactly where we're needed most. So if you ever see an old umbrella, a little bent, a little faded, don't be too quick to toss it aside. You never know what storms it's weathered, or what stories it still has left to tell. And as the sun finally breaks through the clouds, I close my canopy, content. For now, I am exactly where I belong.